Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So the iPhone 16 Pro Max in the new desert titanium color. Is this another obligatory yearly upgrade, or does this phone truly have features that are worthy of upgrading? Let's find out. Unboxing. Okay, the color does look nice in person. It is quite muted. But before I go any further, I need to check for marks on that titanium rail, as last time the blue titanium iPhone had a tiny scratch on it right out of the box. So I'm just being careful this time and everything seems to be fine. Also in the box, we've got a slightly different layout from what we are used to before. Even though the cable is packed like this, it is still the same length as before. It is braided, white and not color-coded. Obviously the UK versions also get a SIM ejector tool here. And then paperwork, and finally goodbye to Apple stickers. They are not included here. Guys, as far as I can remember, even the OG iPhone came with Apple stickers, and this marks the end of an era. No more Apple stickers, but you can still ask for one at an Apple store, so I'll try to do that next time when I visit one. Okay, back to the desert titanium color. I wasn't sure of it when I saw the pictures, but in person, I do like it. It is this muted cream color with hints of brown, and the titanium rail certainly has got that brown hue to it with a bit of shine thrown in. I asked the missus what this color is and she said rose gold, and my daughter said that it was peach. So yes, for me this is light cream color. Now if you're new to my channel, I usually do this here guys. I always compare similar color items I can find in my home against the color of the iPhone so you can get a better understanding of the shade. So here goes. And guys, if it's the first time here, do check my videos, see if you like them, and if I deserve it, then please subscribe to my channel, support me, and I'll keep making these videos for you. Now the phone does feel slightly bigger to hold. Here it is in comparison with my iPhone 15 Pro Max, and as you can see, it is tiny bit taller and tiny bit wider as well. Let's power it on, and a quick setup later. Here we have the brand new iPhone 16 Pro Max all ready to go. And yes, the first thing you do notice that bigger screen, and what is more cooler is how the screen almost extends to the corners and the bezels are getting even thinner. Now for my average size hands, I already feel that it is a stretch to use the 15 Pro Max one-handed, and this one, it does make it a little more worse, but that's the price you pay if you want to have that gorgeous bigger screen on your smartphones. But honestly, the front with that super thin bezels, it looks insane. Here it is in comparison with iPhone 15 Pro Max, which again doesn't have thicker borders, but you can see on the new one, these are the thinnest, most uniform borders on any smartphone. Now let's talk about that second new button. I feel that the capture button name would have been much better, but Apple is calling it as camera control. It is in this contrasting darker shade compared to the iPhone and the titanium rails, and I do think it's safe to say that this color is brown. Even though Apple is not calling this as a button, you need to press it hard down and it 100% works and feels like you're pressing a button. There is a slight learning curve here to use it. So first, press it down properly once and it opens the camera. Press it again, it takes a picture. Press and hold it, it will start recording. Now, press it slightly and it'll bring up the settings menu. By default, it is set to zoom. So run your finger through it like this and you can zoom in and out. Double press this button lightly and that gives you the setting menu. From here, you can choose various things like styles, tone, depth, exposure, etc. And just press lightly once to select it, and that's all there is to it. Honestly, it didn't take long to get the hang of it. Now, is it cool? Absolutely. Is it going to be a game changer? Not quite. I mean, you can do all of this via the touchscreen controls on camera anyways, and in this brief usage which I did since morning, I didn't find this any difficult or easier compared to the touchscreen controls, but I'll test this further guys and report back in a week, so please do stay tuned. Now, giving a little more thought, weren't we moving away from buttons? But it seems like Apple is adding new ones. Last year it was action button, and now it is this new camera capture button. At least it doesn't protrude like others, so it's completely flush, as I was worried about accidental triggers, especially when pulling my phone out of my pocket. But you have to press this quite down and hard to trigger it, so accidental presses are not an issue here. cases though, seems like they're left in a gap. I mean, most of them have got a cutout for this new button, besides just Apple and Beats where they're covered. Look at this stunning ESR Cloud Soft case. This color matches perfect with the new iPhone color, guys. But as you can see, for the new camera capture button, it's got a cutout. Now, I don't think that this is a bad solution, as now in landscape mode, it feels like a proper indented button, exactly like how it is on dedicated cameras. Now, more with the upgrades, you do get that blazing fast A18 Pro chip under the hood with the same amount of RAM, which is 8 gigabytes. It's not like the iPhone 15 Pro Max was slower, but you should see like about 20 to 30% improvement in performance and graphical prowess. Here are the Geekbench scores in comparison with the iPhone 15 Pro Max, and as you can see, single core, multi-core, and then the graphical score as well. But more interesting thing here is power efficiency, as the A18 Pro chip is based on 3nm architecture, and the iPhone also has a slightly bigger battery as well. So you should see improvements with battery life. I'm excited about this, and I will post how much longer it lasts in comparison to the 15 Pro Max in my 1 week update. Then coming to cameras, we now have a bigger 48 megapixel ultra-wide lens, which is a huge bump from the previous 12 megapixels. And this certainly will make a huge difference with all your ultra-wide shots and macros as well, as the ultra-wide lens is used to capture macros, so you will see improvements here as well. And if you're looking for that one solid reason to upgrade this time, then I think this is it. Also, you can now shoot videos in 4K at 120 FPS. That is really cool, so you can shoot them and really slow them down nicely. I love this. You can do this after the video is shot, and you got really nice and easy settings built into the Photos app. And then the new photographic styles. This is on all non-pro phones as well, guys. You can really customize the heck of your photos after you've shot them or whilst you're shooting them. You have this D-pad control where you can just swipe and adjust the tone shades as much as you want. I really like this feature. And then we have a few more smaller updates, like MagSafe wireless charging is now up to 25 watts with a 30 watt power adapter. The glass used is much tougher. The screen brightness also goes down to a super low 1 nit when not needed. It is amazing as well, and it should further preserve your battery life. The camera lens now has an anti-reflective coating. This in theory should give you better shot. There is also a studio quality 4 microphone array setup here. And guys, what you have been hearing until now has been recorded on the new iPhone 16 Pro Max without any touch-up, without any filters. It's me directly talking into the microphones of the phone, and you can be the judge of the quality. We also have support to Wi-Fi 7 as well here. Now, the final killer feature is Apple Intelligence, and unfortunately it's not available yet, and I don't think it will be ready this year in the UK, as Apple's website currently shows that it's available only in the US this autumn. So sadly, for the rest of the world, we need to hold out for a bit longer. So the Pro model iPhones these times certainly got a few interesting things, the top of the list being the 48 megapixel ultra-wide camera and the bigger screen with that super thin bezels. But I personally feel there is no reason to upgrade, especially if you have last year's iPhone 15 Pro Max or even the one before it. For others who have been holding out a bit longer to upgrade, I think this is the best iPhone period. And now it is the perfect time to upgrade. There is no price increase, the camera quality has gone through leaps and bounds on improvement scale, and you get 256 gigabytes base storage on the Pro Max models, plus USB-C port is an absolute added bonus. And eventually, you will get support for Apple AI features as well. So for all those who are on iPhone 11 or before, this is really the perfect time to upgrade to the newest iPhone Pro models. So that's all for my video, guys. I've got loads of cases and accessories coming up very soon. So please subscribe if you're new, and please hit that like button if you're enjoying my content, and I'll keep making these videos for you. And as always, thanks a lot for staying with me until the end. I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.